Imagine being frozen solid, your body turned to ice, your blood crystallized, every cell locked in a state of suspended animation. For most living creatures, this would mean certain death. But some insects have cracked a biological code so extraordinary, it sounds like science fiction. They can survive temperatures that would shatter steel thanks to molecules that act like nature's antifreeze. Today, we're diving into one of the most mind-bending survival strategies on Earth: how certain insects cheat death by freezing. The freezing problem: why ice is so deadly. When water freezes, it expands. This expansion is catastrophic for living cells. Ice crystals pierce cell membranes, rupture organelles, and destroy the delicate machinery of life. Most organisms simply cannot survive this. But some insects live in environments where winter temperatures plunge far below freezing. They face a choice: migrate, hibernate superficially, or evolve a solution. Many chose the latter, and what they evolved is nothing short of revolutionary. Meet the antifreeze proteins, nature's molecular engineering. Inside the bodies of certain insects like the Alaskan beetle, woolly bear caterpillars, and the Canadian beetle live proteins that should not exist according to conventional chemistry. These antifreeze proteins, or AFP, are molecules that actively lower the freezing point of water. They don't just insulate, they fundamentally alter the physics of ice formation. Researchers discovered them in the 1960s when studying insects in Arctic regions, and the discovery was so unexpected it challenged everything scientists thought they knew about biology. How antifreeze proteins actually work: the molecular dance. The mechanism is elegant and strange. Antifreeze proteins bind directly to the surface of ice crystals as they begin to form. They coat the crystal, essentially preventing water molecules from joining the growing ice lattice. The protein's shape and chemical properties allow it to recognize ice and stick to it selectively, like a molecular lock that only fits one key. This process is called ice-recrystallization inhibition, and it keeps ice crystals small and manageable, preventing the catastrophic damage that would otherwise occur. The record breakers: which insects go the furthest? The Alaskan beetle can survive being frozen at -40 degrees Celsius. The woolly bear caterpillar, found across North America, can survive down to -30 degrees. But perhaps most impressively, certain nematodes and insects in the Himalayas have been documented surviving temperatures near -60 degrees Celsius. These aren't just surviving, they're thriving. Some insects produce antifreeze proteins so potent they can lower the freezing point of their body fluids by more than 10 degrees Celsius below normal water's freezing point. The 3 antifreeze protein types: a toolkit of solutions. Scientists have identified 3 main types of antifreeze proteins used by different insects. Type I proteins are small and found in many fish and insects. They are efficient and versatile. Type Roman II proteins, discovered in flounder, are larger and work differently. Type Roman III proteins are the newcomers, found primarily in insects and some plants. Each type evolved independently, suggesting that nature kept discovering this solution across different lineages. This convergent evolution hints at just how effective these molecules are. Beyond just freezing, the insect's winter strategy: antifreeze proteins are only part of the story. Many insects that survive freezing also employ additional strategies. They reduce their metabolic rate to near zero, conserving energy. They accumulate glycerol and other cryoprotectants in their body's natural antifreeze that prevents ice crystals from forming in vital organs. Some insects enter a state called cryopreservation, where they are essentially in suspended animation, their bodies controlled and perfectly preserved until spring. It's a complete biological transformation. The human applications: why this matters beyond insects. This isn't just fascinating biology, it has serious real-world implications. Researchers are studying antifreeze proteins to improve organ transplantation. Currently, organs can only be preserved for hours before being used. If we could use antifreeze proteins to better protect organs during freezing, we could preserve them for weeks or months, revolutionizing transplant medicine. Pharmaceutical companies are already developing synthetic versions of these proteins. Blood preservation, tissue banking, and even the possibility of cryogenic suspension of human tissue are on the horizon. The evolutionary question: why do only some insects have this? Not all insects evolved antifreeze proteins, only those that needed them. Insects in tropical and temperate regions simply migrated or adapted behaviorally. But insects in polar and subarctic regions faced a choice: evolve or disappear. Over millions of years, certain lineages accumulated mutations that produced these remarkable proteins. The process was gradual. Early versions of antifreeze proteins were less efficient, but each generation gained a survival edge. Today, we see the result: insects that literally defeat the laws of freezing. The unsolved mysteries. What we still don't know. Despite decades of research, mysteries remain. How exactly did the first antifreeze proteins evolve? What genetic switches activate and deactivate these proteins seasonally? Could insects with even more potent antifreeze proteins exist in unexplored regions? Scientists are still discovering new types of antifreeze proteins in organisms we barely understand. Recent research in Antarctica has found bacteria producing antifreeze compounds even more effective than insect proteins. The story of molecular survival is far from over. Looking forward, the future of antifreeze technology. As climate change alters seasonal patterns, antifreeze proteins may become even more important for insect survival. Some insects are showing signs of shifting their ranges northward and upward in elevation. The genes for antifreeze proteins may become advantageous in new regions. Meanwhile, biotechnology companies are engineering artificial antifreeze proteins that are more efficient than natural ones. We're on the cusp of using insect biology to solve human problems, from saving organs to preserving biological samples to potentially extending human lifespan through controlled cryopreservation. These tiny insects have given us a glimpse of biological engineering we're still learning to harness. The next time you see an insect frozen on a winter morning, remember, it's not dead. It's simply paused, protected by molecules that defy the laws of physics, waiting for spring to return. Nature has solved problems we're still struggling with, and these tiny creatures are teaching us how. The antifreeze proteins inside insects represent millions of years of evolutionary problem-solving, a solution so elegant that human scientists are now trying to replicate it. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button and subscribe so you never miss a video like this one.